Biden. Israel and Hamas have agreed to ceasefire framework.
Here's a summary of the article.
United States President Joe Biden confirmed on Friday afternoon that, while more work is needed, Israel and the Hamas terror group have agreed on a ceasefire deal framework that would see the release of hostages. There is still work to do and these are complex issues, but that framework is now agreed to by both Israel and Hamas. 6 weeks ago I laid out a comprehensive framework for how to achieve a ceasefire and bring the hostages home, Biden wrote on X, formerly Twitter. There is still work to do and these are complex issues, but that framework is now agreed to by both Israel and Hamas. My team is making progress and I'm determined to get this done. In a Wednesday op-ed, a senior U.S. official told The Washington Post that a framework has reportedly been agreed upon for a ceasefire hostage release deal in Gaza. The official claimed that part of the deal would see an interim governance plan that would be utilized, in which neither Israel nor Hamas would control Gaza. Israel and Hamas did not immediately confirm whether they had accepted the deal's framework.
This post received a score of 4,100, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I think I read this headline every week. What's the difference this time?
From what I heard, 3 things. 1. Hamas dropped the need for this to be permanent. 2. They have a framework for after war, US and Arab partners helping rebuild everything. 3. Israel is needing to pull troops to deal with Hezbollah more and more.
Hezbollah may stop attacking if the ceasefire happens.
Only in the short term. Hezbollah has a tendency of launching rockets at regular intervals.
Big if true.
I need to know, though, how it's bad for Biden. That's the important thing.
Let's hear what Yah has to say on the matter.
Please be true. The war has lasted too long for all its days.
The war is nowhere near concluded. There are still 80,000 northern Israelis displaced up in the north.
6 weeks ago I laid out a comprehensive framework for how to achieve a ceasefire and bring the hostages home, Biden wrote. There is still work to do and these are complex issues, but that framework is now agreed to by both Israel and Hamas. My team is making progress and I'm determined to get this done. Biden may be old AF, but at least he still speaks in a normal, positive, intelligent fashion. I don't miss how embarrassed I used to feel by Trump's pompous, negative, and frankly rather dumb communication style. Trump always sounds like a jock giving a report on a book he didn't read.
Except he's not actually good at sports. One thing that was very amusing to me during his criminal trial in NY was his attorney shoehorning in a question to Stormy Daniels about Trump playing well in the tournament where he committed adultery. But here's the thing, he's never even finished in the top half of the field in that tournament. In the particular year in question, he came in 62nd place out of 80.
33 hostages out of 120. An endless nightmare.
Agreeing on a framework does not mean they agree on the details. Remember that in theory Arafat had agreed to the Clinton parameters in the peace process, before demanding changes that went completely outside the Clinton parameters. I'd love to remain optimistic, but I've been hearing this same story for decades at this point.
Well done, Joe. If this sticks, it will be huge.
Israel and Hamas did not immediately confirm whether they had accepted the deal's framework. Further, Biden did not explain how his statement differed from the one issued last week, which allowed talks to resume on the 3-phase agreement. U.S. officials, including CIA Director William Burn, have been in the region all week in an attempt to close the deal. As of this morning, however, there are still many gaps between the two sides.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.